my loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen now on first down. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 99. Check 99. Middle. Check. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, it's Clark. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
57. Let's go. Hey, man up, D. 36. Back. 49, check 49. Whip. Watch the whip.
On third down, it's Clark. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Ed Oliver showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
57 round 80. I got you. I got you. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch, switch, switch. Alert.
On 1st down, Clark. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
You got it.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert flat. Alert flat. Flare. Flare. Motion.
Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Right here. Check 31. Check 31.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man open. It's Ross. And some space here. A gain of 37. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
You don't want nothing. You don't want
Alert, alert, alert.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Get in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Mike. Check 55. Mike.
Hey, hold. Hey, high 7.
Check 43. Check 26. Check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Move. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
I got you.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, why do you go out and spend a 1st-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his 1st interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his 1st career interception.
Half 85, half 85. You must be dreaming. Half 85, half 85. 57, 57. Hey, orbit.
57. Mike, 57. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the Bills are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check, check, check. switch it. Check three, check.
Hey, echo. Hey, motion backfield. I got it.
Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch us left.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
56, 56. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Clark. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You got 3.
52.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Tack. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's get
52. Half 85, half 85. General West.
Hey, alert 3. Showing up.
Now a give right side. Clark. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Regular. Here we go.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike.
Watch the slant. Middle.
Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to rifle one. He's got it. Hit the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this 1st half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier.
He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Out. Check the backer.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, come on. Mike, 55. Right there, 55.
Allen now to throw again. Caught by Jones. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Check 37, check 30. Half.
Check, watch out.
Alert.
Smalls. No.
56. What's that?
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Got an open man. It's McLeod. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Nice, sweetheart.
Now Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You got nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great. And he goes down once more. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Watch the
Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, that O-line, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. And it's the Saints that have moved out ahead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a whole... open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Regular.
Mike 55. All day, just like that.
Go.
Shift. Undercrush. Hold the look.
And here's Allen throwing again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brings up third down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Five wide.
Hey, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 99. Check.
Pass.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Allen. This complete to Jones. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
57, Mike. 57, Mike.
Throwing again. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you what.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Prescott, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Young people are really happy about those picks.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Prescott. He's got the hook up to McLeod. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down. A loss of 4. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. We're going to 54. Wide.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And again, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Cooper was the intended target. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Motion, motion.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
57. Mike, 57.
Gotta do better. Come on, you go.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to air one out for Andrew. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle. Prescott to throw this time. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.